Here's the thing about every agent we've built so far. It works one step at a time. It looks at the task, takes an action, sees what happened, then decides the next move. That's reacting. It's flexible, but it never steps back to see the whole job. A person doesn't work like that. Before a trip, you plan the route. Before you cook, you read the whole recipe. So today, we build a planning agent. It writes out the entire plan first, before it lifts a finger, and then executes it, step by step. And for the first time, we'll actually be able to see everything it did.
So there are two ways to run an agent, and today we build the second one. The first is ReAct, what we've used since episode 2. Think act, observe, repeat. It decides the next step only after seeing the result of the last. That's great when things are unpredictable. The second is plan and execute. The agent reads the task and writes the whole numbered route up front, then walks it. You can read that plan before anything runs, which means you can check it. It isn't that one is better. Planning wins when the steps are mostly knowable. Reacting wins when each step depends on what the last one turned up. Real agents often do both, plan, then replan when reality disagrees. Today we build the planning half by hand. Plan and execute is really 3 moves. First, plan. One call to the model reads the task and hands back a numbered list of steps, each one small enough to do with a single tool. Second, execute. We walk that list, running the right tool for each step and, crucially, carrying the results forward so a later step can use the numbers an earlier step found. Third, answer. One last call folds all of those results into a final reply. Plan, execute, answer. The route is written once, up front, and after that it's just careful bookkeeping. There's one more piece, and it's new to the whole series. An agent is a multi-step loop, and from the outside it's a black box. You send a task, you get an answer, and everything in between is invisible. So we wrap the run in a tiny tracer. Every model call and every tool call, it records the tokens, the cost, the time. At the end, it prints the whole run as a tree and saves it to a small database on disk. It's the per-run version of the cost meter we built back in Season 1 for a single call. From here on, every agent we build runs under it, because you can't improve what you can't see.
So here, instead of just using the ReAct framework, we add a planner. So we will have 3 kind of LLM calls. One that will plan what we want to do upfront and break our goal into actionable steps. One LLM will just run those steps, and the last LLM is the LLM that just bring everything together, collect it, and give us the answer. One thing that I added here that we will keep up to the last episode is the tracer. It's nothing rather than just a small SQLite to just save the data on hard drive. So we just keep track of every call that these planners, executor, or answers will do. We have some dummy prices that are near to what we have now for Gemini 2.5 Flash and everything else. So nothing special here. We added tracer here to be able to trace our work. So we have the tools like before. We have now a plan. So see our planner system. You are a planner, break the user's task into a short ordered list of concrete steps, where each step is achievable with one tool call. Tools available, and we just mentioned it. So the other LLM is execute. You execute one step of a plan by choosing a single tool. Tools are these. So reply with exactly one line in this form and nothing else. These are the actions. Answer. You are given a task and the result of each step that was run. Write the final answer for the user in 1 or 2 sentences, be specific with the number. If the task asked by how much, give the amount. So other things are just a bunch of code that I have it here. I give a simple task. Do France and Switzerland together have more people than Germany? By how much? So with our new LLM, we have the question. Then the first LLM will write the plan for us. So what's the plan to answer this question? we need to get populations, France, Switzerland, Germany. We need to call calculators 2 times, and then that's the steps we need to answer this question. Note the difference between this method and ReAct. ReAct was just sequential. It was starting with a question and said, okay, now I have France. I will get the population of France. Then what I need is this one. So it was sequential. We couldn't have some steps like this. We couldn't at the end see which steps had been run, which steps has been failed, what are the problems. So planner will give us a concrete step that we need to get to the answer. And one important thing that you will see here is a tracer, how many tokens and other things are called. The final answer is here. No, France and Switzerland together have this amount of people and fewer than Germany. Total cost is that. So that's it for the session, but you will see that we had just some simple prompts, answers, and you will see how much work is here for a company that wants to bring something to production, for example, a law firm. You have different combinations, different kind of prompts that you need to do the prompt engineering. You need to also do the context engineering. Which tools should you add to the software? So there are a lot of works here that I think in future many companies needs to hire people who know these things and optimize the methodologies, the prompts, the context, the tools, and a lot of those things. So until next episode.
So that's planning. The agent writes the whole route first, then executes it, and the tracer shows you every step and what it cost. But here's a gap. Our long-term memory only knows one trick: embed a fact and search it by meaning. There's another way: plain markdown files and a simple index, the way tools like Claude Code remember. That's episode 7. If this helped, like and subscribe. The code is in the description. See you in the next one.